Welcome to another episode, family. Today we're going to be discussing the Q posts and images that he shows, fake news, and I'm going to give my views on what I believe about the Q posts and the images that he shows. First, let me just say that I believe that the Q posts, what he says is true, and I believe a lot of the ghastly images that he shows uh, with the human trafficking and the bodies and all of those things. I think that is true, but we got to remember there's always two sides to a story, okay? And just like um, the Apostle Paul in the book of Ephesians tells us that as followers of Jesus, the Messiah, we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities and powers. Now, on the surface, this sounds like it's 100% true, but you're only getting half the story, because we know from our own investigations that, and even according to what the Bible says, yes, we wrestle against spiritual forces, but we also wrestle against material, fleshly beings that is called the serpent seed, or I like to just say reptilians, because the serpent was just an ambassador sent by the higher reptilians in the garden. These serpents knew that once whatever species or whatever group would corrupt Adam and Eve in the garden would be cursed by the Most High. So the top reptilian species made sure that they sent an emissary so that his group would be punished. Because let's remember that this serpent in the garden, it was said that the serpent walked on 2 legs and talked. So this lets you know that the reptilian species is highly advanced, highly intelligent, highly technological, and is, according to the Bible, minimum 1,000 years older than man. Or if you go by their science, if you look up the Pennsylvanian epoch, they're 85 million years older. So you can accomplish a lot of things in 85 million years. You can build a lot of civilizations above ground, and when they were driven below ground during the climatic change in the climate, they had millions of years to create a more advanced civilization also below the surface of this plane. So, as I said before, I believe the Q posts are real, but it only gives you half the story, because what we have with the Q posts is that only one half of the alliance is being revealed. To understand the true story, the full story, you have to go back to the founding of America, the birth of America in 1787, Philadelphia, with Benjamin Franklin, who said that they were creating a more perfect union. A government, the Constitution, and the Bill of Rights was based on this more perfect union. Now, this union was between the serpent seed, or the reptilian kingdom, and the fallen angel demonic kingdom. Okay, these were the two groups that came together to rule what was to be the United States of America. Okay. And so this was their more perfect union. I believe that the president is to be chosen will be either of the reptilian kingdom or of the fallen angel demonic kingdom, and the other groups like the senators, the representatives, and of course the 50 governors. They could be a mixture of reptilians and fallen angel demonic kingdom beings. So this is where their checks and balances comes into play, the balance of power. But here lately, what's going on is that I believe the fallen angels, the demonic kingdom, is they're double crossing the reptilian kingdom. They're scapegoating them, and they're sacrificing them, because there can only be one real power, one top power in the New World Order. And so I believe that we know that Lucifer is a liar and a deceiver, and I think from the beginning, Lucifer and his fallen angels and the demonic kingdom had decided that they were going to sacrifice to expose the reptilian kingdom down the line, so that they could be the top power, be the top pyramid on the back of the $1 bill, to finish the capstone, and to rule. And I believe this is what they're talking about when they talk about reopening of America. They're reopening America for the rulership of the fallen angels, demonic kingdom, for those who are in power, that are possessed by these entities. They are in the top ruling spot. So the reopening of America is the symbolizes this New World Order that was spoken of by George Herbert Walker Bush in his speech, and I think it was 1990, the 10 years before the 9/11, the World Trade Center towers came down. So I think that's pretty much all I want to talk about with this Q thing. Now, if the deep state, which are the reptilians, are doing such atrocious things, can you imagine what the shadow government, the fallen angels, the demonic kingdom, what they're doing to human beings? I'm sure it's probably much, much worse. Okay, so, we have to always look at two sides of the same story. We have to always, check out what's not being said. And I like to say one last thing. Let's see my notes here. Right, the reptilians are classified as nationalists, and the shadow government, which are the fallen angels, the demonic kingdom, they're classified as globalists. So we have to understand the sides that are being played here. The cosmic chess is being played on multiple levels. Okay, and you have to understand the multiple levels to understand the games that are being played. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you liked the content, please subscribe, hit the like button, leave your comments, and stay tuned for the next video, which I believe we'll be talking. I forgot to say that many people think that for the demonic kingdom to rule, there has to be super mass possessions, but especially United States, it's very easy to rule or control the United States, because all they have to do is to control or possess, like I said, the 50 governors, the senators and the congressmen and the president. And from those groups of people, they basically control the country. So this is what it's all about. And I believe there is a revolt by the reptilian kingdom because the Luciferians are breaking their agreement, their alliance that they entered into in 1787. And this is what all of this hoopla is about. So once again, stay tuned for the next video, and have a nice day.